Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of Two Girls, One Doc.
One Doc.
It's your girl, BD.
It is Fourens, the foodie.
And we are back.
We're back.
After a hiatus.
A hiatus.
But yeah, let's just credit this episode just to end out the year. We don't want to leave you hanging.
Yeah.
So we don't really have much.
I've been bamboozled in person. I don't know about you, but quite
You've
a few
been what?
times by people like, when are you guys back? When are you guys back? Literally. And I'm like, guys, please, I'm shy. Stop.
Girl, bear. But we're back, fam. I'm glad because I'm happy to do this again. I wanted to say actually something that I wanted to say. We got our Spotify Wrapped and everything, yeah. And I just want to say like a huge thank you to you guys. Like, there's so many people where we're in their like top 1% of podcasts they listen to. There's even more people where we're in their top 5% of podcasts. And like, it's crazy because we're just two girls from Northwest London who chat shit about documentaries every week. And I just want to say that we're really grateful for you guys who like fuck with us heavy, you know?
Yeah, I concur. It's really good to know that there are people who listen to us like religiously and wait for those episodes.
And who love documentaries the way we love documentaries, and who have like opinions on like, I've interacted with a couple of people on Twitter even in the time that we've been away, and it's just like, you lot feel that you get it, do you know what I mean? Like you just get it.
Yeah, the girls that get it. This is the definition. So yeah, I am very happy. And again, even with the people in person that are like, when are you guys back? Like, it feels good to know that there are people waiting on our content.
Cute. But so we're going into 2024. This is coming out literally New Year's Eve. And I thought that we could just talk about like our hopes, our dreams, what we want to achieve, what we loved about this year, like just the normal like roundup stuff, like in terms of the podcast and all that kind of stuff. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, because when you said what you loved about this year, I was going to say not a damn thing. Like, I am so happy for this year to be over. Funnily enough, like, I feel like everyone I speak to, even like some people at work are like, yeah, even personally, like, this was such a crappy year. And
I mean, I hear that. I'm in this space now where I'm trying to like focus on good things, even if there's not that many of them, like for real, because I feel like I spent quite a bit of this year focusing on shit things, yeah. And there was lots to focus on, as Fourens has said, yeah. But I'm just like trying to enter the new year with like try and be content where you are with what's going on, and try and just like focus on the silver linings of life. Like, I'm not even trying to be all woo rah rah like one of these like woo spiritual waves, but like I'm sometimes I saw this tweet today, like sometimes I do just get this like sudden wave of gratitude, like rah, like I really am like in this nice place where I live. Do you know what I mean? Like rah, like I'm really in good health. Like rah, like I'm really a bad bitch. Like, you know, these things where I'm just like, okay, cool, let me try and but yeah, I think this year went by mad quick, but also mad slow at the same time. Like, there's some things that happened this year that like I'm like, wow, was that this year? It felt like it was last year.
I agree. I mean, look, I'm excited for the new year, and when I say this was a shit year, I am like so happy to see the end of it. Basically, like I'm just done with it. But I'm very, very like I where you feel waves of like gratitude. Of course, I'm grateful like for everything, but I feel like more like these waves of excitement for the new year. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna. And before I was kind of like, I don't want to say it because we all said that with 2020, and then it was kind of.
I haven't said that since 2020.
Yeah,
and
I was kind of debriefing with my sister, and I was like, yeah, you know what? In fairness, for me personally, like 2020 was not the worst of the past 3 years that have happened, because I actually didn't mind lockdown. Saved a lot of money. I spent so much time with my family, and we're quite a close-knit family anyways, but I actually enjoyed, like, we built a routine. We would all come down for lunch at the same time. We would all have these massive debates, and then we watched so many shows together as a family, and then we would probably debate the show the next day at lunch, and I like enjoyed that aspect of it. And then there's a flip side, like the lows, like which were low, like obviously my granddad and stuff like that. But then I also got engaged that year. So it was so many. It was just highs and lows,
like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it was kind of balanced for me.
Yeah, I think it was just extremes, innit? Like,
yeah, it was very. It was that's just the word.
Yeah.
It was very like it was a roller coaster. But then when I compare it to like
years
2021, oh my god, that year child.
Stress.
And then 2022, it was like, again, it was the extremes, and it ended on a high. And then this year, oh my God. But I feel like the setup,
you're due a good year.
And the setup,
I think the thing
there.
with 2020 was that like, I think that for a lot of people, you're almost like grieving the year that you could have had, because you don't know. Like, loads of people had plans. Like, I know I was going to go bare places. I was going to do bare things. Like, I had things booked, like ready, things to do. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm going to do there. And like, at some point, it's kind of like, like, I kind of have to accept the fact that this year is gone and it didn't go the way that I had planned for it to go. And obviously, that's life. Like, life doesn't always go the way that you plan it to go.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I always used to think, and I'm better with this now, but especially like 2020, near the end of 2020, beginning 2021, I was like, I wish that the alternate universe, where like COVID didn't happen, I wish that I could just watch what my life would have been, or like what I would have done in that time. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm kind of getting over it now. And I agree with you. Like, I feel positively about the new year. Not so much that like, oh, all these good things are going to happen, which I hope they do. But I just feel like, do you know what? I'm entering it in a better mind space. So like, I can be more in control of the way I perceive the year. Do you get what I mean? And I'm excited about that. So,
and I feel like for me, on a personal level, I feel like a lot of foundations were laid. Like, I think maybe this year was such a big struggle for me. You've gone through
the like tumultuous whatever. And now
it was a lot of work laying the foundation.
It's the climb.
Yeah, now I think it's going to be steady building that house. So I feel like I'm in a space where it's like, okay, cool. Like, I didn't expect certain things to be so much work, but they were, and it's fine. I've gone through it, and now like,
but you've gone through it now,
and grow. So, I mean, like next year, I am just looking forward to surviving and thriving, and literally that is it. Like, I don't have any surviving and thriving. Like, I don't have any massive plans like, oh, I'm going to do this or I'm going to do that. I'm almost going to soak the year in as it comes, but I'm just looking
pivot
forward.
as you need to.
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to the journey. It sounds like really, really.
It's the journey.
It's the journey. It sounds cringe, but I am looking forward to the journey. I'm looking forward to pushing myself. Like, I think I started with certain things that was so out of my comfort zone that I didn't think I could do, and it's been good because it's made me realize, like, okay, you know what, like, when I put my mind to it, I can do things. And you know, it's
the people that have done it before you, do they have two heads?
And it's made me apply that to other areas. And I'm just, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to stability, like that stability,
which has been lacking.
If you've known me on a personal level for the past 3 years, like, it's been like literally, I am so happy to be in a stable position, and I'm also looking forward to some exciting moments that I trust will happen. That's all I'm gonna say. I feel like some good things will happen. I really don't know what they are. I don't have any big thing in my head that I'm like, this needs to happen next year.
But I hear it though. It's like you're open to what the year has to give you without putting too much pressure on what you have to do to achieve it. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, if you listen to this podcast for any length of time, you probably will have deduced I'm like type A, plan, like, get shit done, like, day scheduled, like, productive, rest, I don't know her, like, that kind of thing. And I'm really looking forward to just kind of like allow myself more time to rest and just to be and just to let things happen around me and not try and be in control of or like responsible for everything, you know. And I think a lot of that comes with like increasing the level of faith that I have in God. I feel like when you try and like do everything on your own, like, you're low-key saying like, I don't need you, bro, like, I can do what I need to do. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just like, okay, well, you know, and it's low-key like main character, like, why do you think that without you nothing will happen, or without you nothing will, who am I? Do you know what I mean? In the grand scheme of things, like, so I've been trying to like get into that mindset from the end of this year, even like going to the gym more regularly. Like, I'm trying to get into healthy habits of stuff that I want to do. Like, I've stopped eating sweets. I think it's been, how long has it been? It's been at least 2 months since I had sweets last.
Amazing.
And it's like, fam, even my skin was breaking out. I think that like my body was like, where is this sugar, bro? Like, what are you doing? But yes, I'm just trying to get into good habits. I feel good about next year. Even in terms of the podcast, like, I feel really positively about it. Like, we were talking about it, Fourens and I, and like, things are going to look a little bit different next year, but not worse. So as you know, we do a documentary every week when we do it. We do documentary every week, and we kind of detail the documentary, go through it. Sometimes we'll do like long form ones where there's a series, that sort of stuff. What we wanna or are gonna start doing in the new year is we're gonna do a documentary every other week, and every other week we will do a credits episode. Now those credits episodes will be similar to what we've done before, where we can like discuss a case or something that's going on, play a game, chill, whatever, but also we can cover those series documentaries or those long form documentaries more like commentary, as opposed to like having to go through it in detail like we do for the other ones. And I know some of you guys who like have been guests on the podcast will appreciate like the work that goes into watching the documentary, oftentimes twice, writing notes about it, doing all that kind of stuff. Like, it's quite time consuming, and we want to be able to be consistent and continue doing what we're doing without burning ourselves out and not being able to basically do what we want to do to the level that we want to do it. So that's going to be the vibe going forward.
Yep, I agree. And like BD said, it's different, but still just as like the quality content is going to be there. So I'm looking forward to it, and I think I also am looking forward to the freedom of those more credits episodes where we can
and be able
talk
to just chat
freely, because there's so, do you know what as well, like, that you guys maybe don't know, because we obviously talk like every day, but there are times when like I see stuff or we see stuff on the internet and it's like, oh my gosh, like, it's not a documentary, but this is just so
it's
funny,
not a documentary yet.
We give our opinions on it, but because again it's not a documentary, we're like, oh, we can't really cover this. But this then gives us the freedom to give you more content in a sense, because we can talk about stuff that's happening, that, and
you can also send us stuff that you're like, oh, what do you not think about this? Like, you can send it to us and we're like, okay, great, cool, credits episode.
Yeah, exactly. So things are going to look different, but
they're going to look sexy.
Gonna be sexy, literally. I think it's going to be sexy, and I'm very excited for the content. I'm very excited to bring you guys stuff, and I'm very excited to share stuff with you guys and get your thoughts as well and engage more. I think that's something I'm really looking forward to this year. Like, with the stability, I think the bandwidth to engage more with you guys is going to be there, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like, just tweeting and understanding like what you guys are thinking and your opinions on stuff.
Mate, and TikTok, like, TikTok is so great. Like, the way that like people comment and like we'll chat in the comments, people will at us in like documentaries or other TikToks and stuff. It's great. Like, I feel like, and I've said this to Fourens before, like, we have like a cute little community here. Like, we have like our people them, do you know what I mean? Like, and it's nice and it's authentic and it's organic and it's cool. Like, I feel like the kind of people that listen to this podcast are the kind of people that I would be cool with in real life, you know? Like,
those are the people that I would be friends with. It's
like, what's understood doesn't need to be explained, do you know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of vibe, and I really, really appreciate you guys for that. Like, this podcast is like a relief for me. Like, I can be having a shit day, a shit week, and then when it comes to record this podcast, I'm like, great, let's go. Do you know what I mean? So like, as much as it's nice for you guys and entertaining for you guys, it's also great for us as well. So yeah, just wanted to show our gratitude, obviously in the spirit of gratitude.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. What's your word going into 2024? Have you thought about it?
My word? Joy.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this my word is gonna literally show like the juxtaposition of us two. My word is discipline.
Oh, fucking hell, mate.
No, but not discipline like militant. Discipline like, okay, cool. You said you're gonna get up and go gym. Do you know what I mean?
But I think you're quite a disciplined person.
Sometimes I don't be, fam. Sometimes I just be like,
But that's human. But I think,
that's true. That's true. I'm not a robot.
I mean, not to change a word. I mean, you know yourself better than anyone. So if you feel like that's
my word,
yeah. But mine is just joy. Joy.
I mean, I hear it after the past few years that you had. It should be joy.
And it's also, I think, mainly around like finding joy in things, like in the little things that. I think
joy being a good word instead of happiness, because joy is like irrespective of your circumstances.
Exactly.
So that's a good one. It's like, it's not like, oh, I'm happy because this thing happened. It's like, no, I have joy within me regardless of
what's going on around me. Yeah,
exactly. And I think that's an important thing to have.
Yeah, that is where I'm. Like, I am right now. Like, I agree with you. Happiness is so fleeting, but joy is like inherent. It's like,
happiness
even if
is
I'm
like,
having a bad day, I'm still joyful, and that's where I want to get to. So that's mine. I just want it to be a very joyous and joyful, and
I love that for you. Joyful, Lord be Dolby.
Yeah, I do. And in terms of resolutions, I only have one. It is
you're doing resolutions?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to, but it's just like, I just want to pray more. This is not a religious
You
podcast.
just want to what?
Pray more.
Okay, yeah.
It's not a religious podcast, guys.
I hear that though.
Don't worry. But yeah, like, no, I just feel like I didn't this year. I can count the amount of times I actually prayed, and I felt
same.
that absence from God. Like, you feel
Same.
it. So next year, it's like every day, me and the big man were having a chat. Every day.
I hear it, because whatever you believe in, you can't do this life on your own. Whether it's God, whether it's cocaine, like, you actually can't do this alone. So you need something.
You need something. If you're going to snort that coke, do it daily.
Whatever it is. Did you see that video?
I don't endorse that message.
Did you see the video of that guy smoking crack on the train?
My mum said, how can people do that? I said, Mum, this is why I don't like you going out by yourself. Somebody that can smoke crack on a train, you don't need to say anything to him.
No, but what I didn't understand, because I'm not approaching someone smoking crack on the train. I'm sorry, that's it's above me, yeah. But what I won't do is remain in the crack infested train.
Of course.
So I don't understand why. I mean, fair. Maybe the doors closed. He whipped out the pipe, and do you know what I mean? It was too late to move.
But yeah, no. Everyone was acting like they weren't going to get off that train as well. Like, and I would have been looking around like, am I in an episode of The Office?
Am I the only one? Like, where are the cameras?
Am I Jim?
Like Jim in the office.
Girl, like, I would have been ridiculous. Off that train with a quickness. And the thing is, somebody was like, now you're going to work high, and your boss is saying he loves your work ethic, not knowing that you have
they're doing a drug test at work, and you have to explain that actually
it's secondhand. I didn't even get to enjoy it fully. I'm just I'm sorry.
But speaking of trains, I was on the Lizzie line yesterday. I didn't sit down. In fact, I even had to be mindful of the corner that I stood in, because I was like, these men were PPing all over the shop. Do you not remember when they were trapped on the train?
Locked. Yeah.
I said I can't. I was like, I can't sit down. I don't know which chair
them,
it was.
People were saying, "Oh, how can you? Are you stupid? Do you know
no,
what
but
it means? How can you not?
How pressed were you? They were on the train for like 3 hours.
Yeah, but it depends. 3 hours is a good amount of time.
Maybe it's because I don't drink water.
That is why.
But I know that if I had but this is the thing. I don't drink water. I'm better now, but I don't drink water. But I especially don't drink water if I know a commute is coming. I especially do not. I'm not doing that, because water will make you pee. Like, if you don't go right now, your bladder will explode. So I don't really get why, but I mean, we're all human.
I don't blame them though, but I mean,
we're human. You have to do what you have to do. I just wonder what the chat was like in the train. Like, did one person just like turn to the corner and do psst, or did they say, okay guys, this is PP corner?
Just did it, and then the others were like, you know what, that's a good idea. I'm finna do it too.
That's wild. I can do it too. Can do. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I used to love that. I used to beg
adverts used to be cute back in the day.
I can do it too with candy.
With candy.
What's going to be the thing for our kids? Nothing. This world is
we don't have to worry about that right now, because that's not in our immediate future.
And yeah, that was probably my biggest achievement of 2023. Not getting pregnant.
Yeah, because you tried.
I'm 12 for 12. What do you mean I tried to get pregnant?
You absolutely did. When you have sex, everyone out there, listen to me well, yeah. If you are having sex, okay, unprotected, you are trying for a child. Call it what you want.
I'm protected by the Lord.
Call it what you want. And maybe the few prayers that you did do that year was probably they got answered, boy.
Listen, I'm 12 for 12. I just finished my last period of the year. I bust case.
I love that for you. Okay, let's see what September's saying.
I am hoping to go 12 for 12 next year too. I'm not trying to miss one.
Won't he do it? When he will.
One. Listen, oh god. I did my accounts this morning, because every month I do like my budgeting accounts.
You do your what?
No, accounts, like budgeting and everything.
Oh, fine. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant your eggs. I was like, how'd you do that?
How'd you go inside the uterus? No. So anyways, I finished budgeting. I was like, this is so funny, because does that mean that this play money I have, if I had a kid,
girl? And so, do you know what? And let me tell you, let me tell you, there was a time when I really wanted to get a cat, and I was like, you have to get insurance for the cat. You have to get food for the cat. The cat has to see the vet. Like, you care about the cat. Maybe you buy a little a toy, a scratching post, something, And I was like, all this money could be mine. Yeah, it could be for me. It could, but I'm going to spend it on a cat. And I said, I'm not ready, and I don't have a cat.
FFR, literally, I'm not doing it. So, and you know what? I saw some woman on TikTok. She had a baby, and it was modeling, and she was like, "Yeah, because they have to work from the womb." And I was like, "You know what?
I feel like it's a really tough industry to get into, though.
I don't know, but
I know baby's going to be black, so you need to adjust your expectations.
I'm gonna submit sonograms if it can work from the womb. because everybody in this house is going to work. No free rides for anyone.
And you'll keep. Nothing is for free.
Nothing is for free.
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I have to say it, yeah. We literally just had a complete tech mess up. Where like it just stopped recording and we were just chatting. We. In summary, yeah, go on Fourens' Instagram, okay, and look at her anniversary post, okay. Yeah. Are you gonna pin it? Is it pinned?
It's the first one, but I'll pin it now. I doubt I'll post it.
I mean, but to you don't really post.
Yeah.
But you'll know it's her in a wedding dress with her minions. Yeah. Go and read the caption, and when you've read the caption, please, can you just respond to her? Send her a DM, okay, and send us your thoughts. Yeah. And next episode we'll read out the thoughts.
Yeah.
Because it was just ridiculous, and we read it all out here, but computer said no.
Sorry,
and so
computer said no. But don't worry, we'll start the next episode with that.
If anything, in the show notes, I will put the link to the post. If you can do that, you can do that on Instagram.
You should be able to.
Anyway, I'll figure it out and I'll do it, because I just feel like I can't be the only one. We all need to revel in the madness. We all need to experience the madness that is Fourens. But yeah, man. Besides that,
yeah. Well. Okay, guys, it's been real. I'm excited for the new year, and I'm excited to be back like a crack addict at rehab.
Amen. And same. What was I gonna say? Trailer. There's gonna be a trailer.
There's gonna be a trailer.
There's gonna be a trailer at the end for the next documentary that we're doing, and it's just gonna go back to normal. We're going to have documentary credits, and so on. So thanks for rocking with us. We appreciate every single one of you. You lots are real ones. And we're really grateful that you're still here.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
I'm going to go. I made banana bread the other day. Bangs.
3 years ago, mother of two, Victoria Cilliers, took her 2,650th parachute jump. A gift from her husband, Emile. But her chute catastrophically failed, and she hit the ground, causing life-threatening injuries.
My first initial thought was she was going to be dead.
Detectives eventually discovered the awful truth. A former army sergeant has been jailed for at least 18 years for trying to murder his wife by tampering with her parachute. Shockingly, the police learned her husband had tried to kill her before.
6 days before the parachute incident, Victoria had smelt gas.
This is one of the most unusual murder plots ever heard here at Winchester Crown Court.
Now, with exclusive access to unseen home movies, over 10 hours of police interviews, thousands of Emile's intimate text messages to other women. To be with you, I would do anything. Wow. And interviewing key people, including his children and ex-partners, speaking on camera for the first time.
He is a psychopath and a pathological liar.
This film tells the story behind the investigation, revealing the sordid truth of Emile's double life. Aha. So that is what a swingers club looks like. This is the extraordinary story of the parachute murder plot.
It's such a massive thing to try and get your head around, and to accept that he might want to try and kill me but also harm the children.
He's took this woman and controlled her. He's evil in what he does. In my 18 years of policing experience, I've never had a case quite like it.